It's my 1 year anniversary on authortube, and these are all of the things that I've learned since starting it 1 year ago. Hi, I'm Kaylee. I am publishing my literary debut, Skin of Gold, on November 11th, 2025, and I'm just going to quickly review a bunch of accomplishments that have happened since I began this channel September 14th, 2024, which is so crazy. That was the September I graduated from college with a BFA in creative writing the previous May, June. So this was like right after I had come off like an amazing summer just celebrating graduation. I had no idea what I was gonna do post-grad. Like, I knew that I wanted to pursue writing seriously, but publishing, internships, and jobs are so competitive. I couldn't get any of those. I had no prospects lined up. I didn't know what I was doing, but I just decided, hey, there are so many cool people who have authortube channels and this looks really fun. So I had always wanted to start a YouTube channel, but this was my first time seriously starting one. So thank you to everyone who has been here either from the start or if you're just finding me now through this video. That's amazing. Thank you all. Like, you guys are amazing. You guys are the best. I truly do remember everyone who comments and sends me such... You guys make my day every single time, like, genuinely. But getting back to... yeah, so I just started the channel on the whim. I had no experience with YouTube, no idea what I was doing. I also started it with very little like knowledge or context with YouTube in general, so not even getting into the authortube side of things. I just don't really watch a lot of YouTube, so it was a very big learning curve, I will say that. I had like no editing, like video editing experience. I had no like on camera experience. I felt so nervous recording, talking to a camera, and then it felt super weird like when I was editing the video and just hearing myself talk. Like, there were so many, and that was just the beginning. Like, there were so many mental obstacles and like hoops I had to jump through to keep going. So honestly, the fact that this channel is 1 year old, you guys don't even know how many times I wanted to quit. But I'm so glad that I didn't. Like, I'm so glad. This is so cool that I get to do this 1 year later, and if I hadn't stuck through with it, I really don't think I could have seen the growth with my writing that I've seen. Not even just in terms of like YouTube or like personal goals or anything, but just with my writing too. I hadn't even realized until I was reflecting this morning, like, how much having this YouTube channel has helped me with my writing and my author career. If I hadn't just put myself outside of my comfort zone and done this really, at the time it seemed so outrageous, if I hadn't done this like incredibly outrageous thing and just took a leap of faith, I would not be publishing my debut novel right now. At the time, I was still set on traditionally publishing my debut. So I was querying. Oh my god, those trenches were the worst. I never want to go back to that. That's like a whole nother realm of like mental torture for anyone who's been in the querying trenches, is a like will or anything, or currently are. I'm so sorry. My heart is with you, and I have full compassion for what you're going through. That was really so tough. I cannot. But yeah, like, if I didn't start this channel, I would not be publishing my debut novel right now. That is huge. I would not have well, actually, I don't know if I would have or not, but having this channel definitely made me more accountable and made me really excited for all of the like goalposts of writing my first fantasy novel. This fantasy novel I've been dreaming of, I've been thinking of, wanting to make for over a decade. It's like the project that I fell in love with and wanted to write forever, but I just didn't have the confidence in my writing skills to pull it off because it's so vast in scale. For context, it's what I've been the first book that I've been working on is what I've been referring to as Project Paradise, and that is book 1 in what I plan to be a 9-book series saga. We'll see. I'm realizing that maybe I should spend more time outlining the rest of the series because I've been so focused on just getting draft 1 and then revising it for draft 2 that I haven't been thinking longer, vision, but we're here now. I'm glad I'm having this thought now as opposed to if I publish the first book and then I'm like, wait, I don't know what's going on in book 2. So, yeah. I wrote my first 100,000 word fantasy novel in two drafts since last year. That is huge. That is the largest manuscript I've ever written. And the fact that that is draft 2 is amazing. Draft 1 was 60,000 words, and then I revised it. I did a lot of work on the manuscript, not just drafting another 40,000 words for draft 2. Like I did a lot of edits. I did a lot of structural changes. I did a lot of new character development and changes to, like, there were like big changes that were going on in draft 2. So I probably wrote even way more than 100,000 words for that project. Let me see. Last night I outlined a new spooky fall novella. Okay, I don't know how spooky it is. I say spooky because fall and it's paranormal, but this will be my first romance novella that I am so excited to work on. I love the outline. This is like the perfect palette cleanser after this huge fantasy undertaking, so I'm gonna let that draft 2 that I just completed like a week ago. You guys can watch that in my other vlog, but I'm gonna let that breathe for like a month. So I'm gonna work on this novella just so I have other things to like keep my writing muscle moving. Yeah, I'm really excited about that novella. It's already so cold. Like, I don't know what happened. Summer just ended like overnight. And yeah, so I decided to go indie. I did like 2 rounds of revisions on Skin of Gold. I am preparing to publish it in November. I wrote my first 100,000 word fantasy book. I'm going to start a new fall romance novella. I've made like over 40 videos for this channel. I'm not gonna pull up and look at the exact stats or whatever, but yeah, that's like a good amount. I think I've been pretty productive this year, which I'm really proud of. I feel like I found my own purpose, and I've been pursuing that said purpose this entire year and gave myself the structure to really achieve my goals. So to go along with that, someone asked a question. I made a post yesterday. I realized I should have made this post way earlier to give people time to ask more questions, but someone did ask. Someone said, I love watching videos and I love to know, how do you keep yourself productive and how do you handle the doubts and anxiety that come with writing, like comparing yourself to others or worrying about how readers will respond to your book? First of all, thank you so much for asking these questions. And as for how I stay productive, yeah. I think for me, naturally, I always like to be working on something And I actually prefer doing things myself as opposed to, I really don't like other people telling me what to do. So it actually worked out really great that I've been self-employed this entire year so I can work on my own creative passions. So I haven't really had a problem with staying productive, just because my main driving force has just been getting my creative vision off the ground. Like, I knew I wanted to start a YouTube channel, so I just knew that I want to make around a video every week. So that was always like a driving force, and that actually takes a lot of time. There's not really like a lot of time to rest. Like, I feel like I'm always thinking about, oh, what's the next video going to be? Like, I will film, edit a video, have it uploaded or scheduled, and then I sit back for maybe like a day, but I'm already thinking like, what's the next video for next week going to be? Because that time is already rolling around. So there's not a lot of rest room in between. There's a lot of hours, unseen hours, that goes into having a YouTube channel. Of course, I don't need to upload a video every week. That's just what I've decided recently I want to do. I feel like I will accelerate my skills faster if I just make more videos. Of course, I'm not pushing myself too hard. This is, I feel like, a good pace for me. And then that's on the YouTube side. I think with writing, which I think that's more what you're interested in, I would say just staying productive with writing is that, to me, that is the easiest part. But that is just because, to me, writing takes the number one priority. Like, YouTube is always going to be my second priority. Writing will always be number one. And I think I will say that it makes it very easy that, because I am self-employed, as in running this YouTube channel and writing books and preparing to publish these books. So because I don't have these other responsibilities like school anymore, a family, a job, like another job, I do have the privilege of being able to focus on my own passions, and that makes it easier for me to prioritize what I actually want to do, which is writing these stories that I care so much about. And honestly, because I have so much fun writing them, it doesn't feel like I don't really need to push myself. The motivation in itself is writing. Like, every day I wake up and I am so excited to write. Like, my stories and my characters are living rent free in my head. I love writing. I love my characters. I want to see their stories come to life and do them the best that I can. So I don't know, like, I would definitely say picking a routine that works for you, because I know that not everyone, so I don't write every day. I probably write maybe like, I try to write every weekday morning, but even then, if there are days where I have other things I need to do, or I have a headache or something, like, I'm just not going to push myself to do it. So I know that not everyone can commit themselves to writing every weekday, whether it's other obligations, a chronic illness, whatever it is. Like, I would say find a routine that works for you, whether you are a night writer, a morning writer, whether you need to find that 1 hour during your lunch break to write. Just find that time and schedule it in for yourself, because that is the only way you will stay accountable to your actual goals. If you just keep putting it off, as in like, I want to write, but you don't actually make a plan, that follow through is really difficult, and gaining momentum is going to be hard to be productive. So I hope that answers the first part of like how to be productive. Like, really know your why and set an easy follow through plan. Yeah. As for the second part of your question, like, how do you deal with the doubt and anxiety that comes with writing? That is another thing that I think this YouTube channel has helped me with, which I don't know if you have a YouTube channel or not, but I will say that having this YouTube channel has made me get over myself. And I mean this in the most loving way possible, because I know exactly how it feels, and I think every writer feels that same, like, doubt in themselves and the anxiety of how other people will react. And okay, with the doubt part, I think doubt is natural, but that's just because you see where you currently are and you know you can do better, or you're just comparing yourself to others. If you're comparing yourself to others, don't. That is so detrimental to your own growth. You will not get anywhere by feeling bad about yourself, because you will never be like another writer, and that writer can never be like you. So don't do that. You should only be focused on your own growth. So like, not even in terms of comparing your current writing to your past writing, which you can do, like you can see if you've improved your prose or anything like that, but just like habits, like, are you writing more in a capacity that you have? Are you being more consistent? Are you enjoying your writing time more than in the past? You know, little things that you can celebrate, I think, are really good for combating self-doubt, because listen, you need to give yourself permission to be bad before you can be good. That's just part of the writing process. That's why you never see the draft ones from published authors. You have to start somewhere. And if you let the doubt dictate your actions, you're going to stay doubting yourself. So it's okay and normal to doubt yourself. Everyone does that. That's completely normal. But you can't let that stop you from doing what you want, because now you're going to stay in that sort of position where you feel insecure about your skills because you're not actually working on improving them actively. As for the anxiety part, I think what helps me is realizing that I'm worrying about potential things, hypotheticals that are not even real. Like, of course, it is terrifying for me to think about how my book will be received, or at least that's how I used to feel, and occasionally I still do, but I think I'm getting better with realizing that I cannot control how other people see my writing and what people will think of me and my writing. That's just outside of my control. And everyone is entitled to their own opinions. Let them. I am currently reading Catabasis and Carmilla. I think both are amazing. I am loving and enjoying both so much, but I've seen scathing reviews for both books, which is crazy. So that just goes to show you cannot please everyone, and you can't let people who don't like your book dictate what you do with your life. If you want to write, you gotta write for yourself. That is it. Don't worry about other people. Worry about if you are enjoying your time. Worry about if you like your stories. And just focus on small wins that you can celebrate, because that is what is going to propel you to even greater heights. Let's see, I've been yapping for a while now. Is there anything that I missed? Yeah, I think I just want to close with how grateful I am to my past self for starting this channel, taking that leap of faith, and for all the times I kept going when I didn't want to. I wouldn't be here now. I wouldn't have the amazing ARC team for Skin of Gold that I do now. And I am genuinely so grateful to every single one of you who have or continue to watch my videos. You guys are amazing. Thank you so much. Thank you for this wonderful year in my life where I've learned so much. I've gained so much. And I hope that you guys have gained something from me or this channel as well. Let me know if there are any questions or things that you would like more from me, and I will do my best to deliver, but no promises. I don't know. But yeah, I really just want to thank you all for being here. Thank you for making this 1 year so special and amazing. My first year ever being a YouTuber. And I shall see you in the next one.